A heart without a soul cannot beat. A heart that cannot beat turns to ice. The ice hides what once was, until the soul comes calling again to awaken what lies beneath the frost.
Okay, we went to the governor's mansion. We had a talk with the governor. The governor was like, "Thank you for getting rid of my idiot sons," which was a uncomfortable conversation to have. Then she was like, she said something cryptic to basically everyone in the row, and then she sent everybody out of the room except for our lovely boy Wyatt. And then they had a private talk about organized crime, which I in character don't know, but I as a person was here, so we all know. He agreed to sell out the party and all the information that he gets about the Soul of Frost. Woo!
That's right, he got fucking bought!
Anyway...
Where is that fucker?
You don't know that in character. Then we went across the street to the giant library of an Arachne gentleman, and we all tried to research various things with varying degrees of success, and then I think we went back and had dinner.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. That basically sums it up. Yeah, so y'all have just finished up your dinner and the associated awkward conversations. Morgrim has stormed off.
Oh, I forgot where we left.
Yes.
Thicket has just walked up in the midst of my musical performance.
Yes, so, Bastion, your music has just gone immediately out of tune, and everyone who was kind of enjoying themselves is now no longer enjoying themselves.
How far away from me is Thicket at this moment?
Let's see. Let's see. I believe it's... I gotta check the radius of this.
I know it's about, 75 feet. I just want to know how close in that 75-foot range he is.
So, 50 feet. So he gets... So once he gets within 50 feet of you, that's when shit hits the fan. But I'd say he keeps walking closer.
I'm gonna just kind of stop the song that I've been performing and speak into the microphone. Thicket, my lad, would you mind just backing up a few paces and just watching from there?
Oh no, keep on playing.
No,
don't
mate.
let me interrupt you.
Hi. It's the Weave Stone.
Is that the name of your band?
Mate, I don't have a band.
You don't
I
have a
point
band.
at the floating instruments behind my head.
That he cannot see because he is blind.
Ah, fucking hell. No. You remember how you have that stone on your sword? Or what does he have it on?
It's just on his clothing.
You remember how you just attached a stone to your clothing ages back?
Aye, I do that a lot.
Right. Well, one of them means that music goes out of tone when you're within 50 feet of it. So if you could just back up a little, mate.
Ah, I see. No trouble.
Do you know?
I pace backwards a few paces.
Wait until we find the sweet spot where things are in tune again.
He's moved back a few paces and it is still very much out of tune.
Go back a little further, mate. I'll tell you when you're good.
All right. How about here?
Test it again.
Nope.
Oh, Christ. A little bit further, mate.
Oh, bit more. All right. How's this here? I'm very purposely not saying how far I'm moving for the sake of the bit.
The answer
We're
is
letting
no.
Cam have the,
How long will Cameron let this bit go on for?
Someone in the crowd just shouts out, "Get off the stage!"
Get
I
on
don't
with
want to
it.
get punched, so, thank you, folks. My name is Bastion Parker, and this was a disaster, and I get down off the stage.
Oh, man.
Oh, it brings a tear to my eye.
I'm gonna come over and just clap Thicket on the shoulder. Hi, mate.
Hi there. What great performance you had.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
I loved it. You truly are a natural.
Are you perhaps tone deaf?
Sure, hope not. That'd be 2 out of 5.
Oh my
that would be a real
god.
bummer.
Jesus.
What time is it?
A little after 5 p.m.
Oh, Christ, I can't go to bed, so... I guess I'll just sit down at a table and work on lyrics.
Okay. Alright. So, Morgrim, when you stormed off, would you have just gone to bed?
No, because she doesn't have eyelids, and I don't think sleeping is comfortable
fair.
for her.
That's very
So,
fair.
she took a bottle of whatever, wherever she went. I don't think she really was thinking of a place. She was just trying to get away from Thicket
Okay,
at that
okay.
moment, because she was frustrated.
Fair. So I would say as you sort of exit the dining hall, you basically have a couple options at hand. You've got the receptionist desk. You've got the exit into town. You've got the sleeping quarters. You've got the parking area. And then there's another avenue you haven't explored yet. So where would you like to go?
What is you said a parking area? It's just
Yeah.
like a
It's
medieval
like-
parking lot?
Basically, stables, snowmobiles. It's where everyone puts their vehicles.
We did park there.
This is true. The party has parked there.
She'll
That
go
is-
out there into the snowmobile.
Okay.
I forgot we have a car.
It's almost as if you've spent half the sessions of this campaign in said car.
Well, to be fair, Jacob has probably spent half the sessions of this campaign asleep.
You make a very good point.
I don't fall asleep during these. I zone out.
No, Thub is
I don't fall asleep. I
because
zone
you're
out.
not
Is that
here.
what you said?
Anyways.
Dove is asleep. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
inside,
my
you
god.
know, sometimes.
I'm not doing this right now. So, Morgrim, you head on over to the snowmobile, and Hetrick is in there just hanging out, tinkering away. Oh, hello there.
Will I bother you if I sit in here and drink? I'll share.
Go for it.
And I sit down, I share my drink, and I drink in silence.
All right. Hetrick gladly will take what you share, and will keep tinkering away on the snowmobile in silence. All right. Thub, what do you want to do with the rest of your night?
Cook some.
He says after having just eaten dinner in a restaurant.
Well, maybe
He's just gonna forcibly feed the rest of the party as they're in bed.
Okay, no, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, Thub goes to bed. I'm truly shocked. And Thicket, what are you...
Thub is an EP boy.
Thicket, what are you doing with the rest of your night?
What time is it?
A little after 5.
Little after 5. All right. Guess I'm gonna try to communicate with Cranberry some more.
Okay. Go ahead and make a cranberry lore check. And tell me what you're trying to communicate.
That is a 23. And in our last conversation, Cranberry mentioned that he was older and known by a lot of the elementals that we saw earlier.
Mm.
I want to pry a little bit more into that. I want to know a bit more about his history.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a 23.
I know, go ahead. Ask.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. It's about time you elaborated on our last little conversation. How old are you exactly?
Ancient beyond time.
I see. And how long have you known these elemental lords?
The lords change and shift with time.
Right. Are all of your answers going to be this vague?
Most likely.
Oh, well, that one was clear. All right. Then let's just cut to the chase. I'm beginning to suspect that you're not who we think you are. So I need you,
Who do you think I am?
the guardian of Croshel. You protected my village. The spirit of the hot springs, all of that. I need you to let me know right now that that's true.
Make another cranberry lore check. There's silence for a moment.
Do I look like a spirit to you? In your mind's eye?
You're something of that sort. You're a spirit possessing the rocks and the water, and you're a manifestation of the hot springs. That's what you are.
Then that is what I am.
All right. I believe you. But how does guardian spirit come to know lords of that nature, or be older than time itself? How did you end up beneath the hot springs?
Time is different for me than it is for you. Your time is new.
My time is...
I was there before your time. Before your era. Ah!
You hear this noise of intense pain as Cranberry says this.
I shall speak no more on the subject.
No more on the... What do you mean? You can't just leave after that.
It is against the rules.
The rules.
I have said too much.
I need you to make a will save.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, 23.
23. You feel something trying to pull that memory away from you of what Cranberry just said about the rules. But you hold on to it.
Okay. I guess that's the end of the conversation.
All right. All right then. Bastion, what are the lyrics that you're writing about currently?
She's working on something for Dawn Caller.
Interesting. About what?
Nothing specific.
I see. Okay. All right then. So you all pass the time as you will. Eventually, you take your rest and wake up bright and early the next morning.
Did we have other tasks in the city? We didn't have work to do?
No, you were just passing through. At least that was your plan.
I'm gonna go to breakfast and see if I can see the lads. How everyone's doing.
Presumably everyone's there.
I figured, just thought I'd vocalize it in case someone wanted to be like, no, I actually went to wander the alleys by myself.
I mean, is anybody doing anything other than breakfast during breakfast time?
Morgan would have thought about it, but no, she wouldn't just disappear.
Okay.
I don't think
okay.
right now. She
Okay.
stays close to the alcohol.
Fair enough. All right. So yeah, y'all are at breakfast.
Well, do we want to try and make some money while we're in town, or do we want to get gear and head out as soon as possible?
Do you have any ideas on making money?
It's a city. I imagine someone somewhere has a quest board. Do I see a quest board kicking around?
No.
Well, maybe if we just pick someone off the street, they'll have a quest for us.
You! I point to a random guy.
You point to some random dwarf who's like, what?
I like stomp towards him.
Oh.
Oh no!
I hang my head over this man. Do you have anything that you could have us do?
Besides leave me alone?
Will
No.
you pay us for that?
No.
Bummer. And I turn, I walk away, and I walk back towards the party with my head hung and my arms dragging.
Hey, you'll get him next time.
I know. It's just hard to take rejection.
Okay. Hey.
Bastion's gonna reach up and just pat Thub's shoulder. We believe in you, buddy.
Oh my god. Good lord. So as you're having this interaction, if we want to call it that, you hear shouting from the other room towards the reception desk.
I'm gonna go follow the shouting.
All right, you follow the shouting, and the shouting appears to lead to a younger halfling man. Extra, extra! Read all about it. Newest entry of the Imillon Chronicle here for you. 2 copies of paper. 2 copies of paper.
I will purchase a paper.
Excellent. Here you go, madam.
I would like to look at the paper.
All right, you look through the paper, and a lot of it is, kind of nothing local news. But would you bring it back to the party, or are you just looking at it yourself?
I'll go back to where we were having breakfast.
Okay. So Bastion returns to the breakfast table with a newspaper. Does anyone else wish to look at the newspaper with Bastion?
I will look over her shoulder.
All right. Bastion, Thub looks over your shoulder ominously.
I have a very intense
there's
look
not
on
much
my face.
Thicket can do. I don't know if
That's
Mordrin
very
is
true.
interested or if she just wants to drink, so...
Oh, do I still have that ring from the library? Did I
No.
keep it?
No.
Damn.
I could probably buy you one.
Probably.
Probably.
So, Thub and Bastion, like I said before, there's a bunch of little minor local headlines like obituaries and all that. But then the actual headlines that sort of catch your eye, there appear to be different sections on local news and national news. Locally, the things that catch your eye are that in Wolfhaven, it seems that there's locals protesting a Drakkar worker influx, a recent Drakkar worker influx, which, Bastion, thinking back on it, you think you might have started that when you helped those Drakkar in the Wolfhaven mines that one time, with Dawn Caller. The next thing you notice is that a group called the Grand Elementalists has apparently come to Nilbud. Reading further into the story, it seems that they're performing starting this afternoon all the way through next week.
Is it evident what they are?
A performance troupe. And as you read a little further in, it seems that they are seems they're primogenia dwarfs.
It's a
Like
type
Morgrim.
Morgrim.
Yeah. Sounds like they do a bunch of performance art and such like that using their elemental abilities.
How do you feel about going on a little expedition?
For what?
I slide the paper over and point to the article.
She kind of slams her hand a little harder than necessary on the paper and slides it back. You have fun. I'm out.
I just didn't know if you wanted to see if they had any information about your condition.
I don't want to see them.
Anything else in the paper?
Yeah. There's a headline about the body of a missing dwarf that's been found dismembered in a Nilbud alleyway.
Oh.
Oh.
We've escalated.
Yeah, I was not expecting that after the performance.
One would have thought that would have been the lead
That would have been a headline.
Yeah, you know,
that would have been like the biggest.
one would have
We have
thought.
a performance.
They're trying to bury
troupe
the story.
out of town. There have been protests. No, okay. Dismembered dwarf.
About
Sure.
burying the lead, my god.
It also sounds like 2 more dead bounty hunters have been found by Rock, by non-ton hunters.
2 more?
2 more. It's as you read further into the article, it seems like there have been quite a few dead bounty hunters showing up in the past few seasons.
But
Well, how
just
can they
near
be showing
rock?
up if they're dead?
Well,
Well,
their corpses
They're getting
generally.
found. And Thub, something you would note is that the article mentions that the bodies all have arrows in them of precision style. And the timeline
What?
seems to presage the continent.
Okay.
And they're made in the style of, you know, how they make them in Presage.
Of course, of course.
And the timeline roughly matches up with when you and Bill got here.
Really?
And you would remember that you and Bill had encountered a number of mercenaries.
You know, now that you mention it, I do recall this.
Yeah. And the other local headline of note is that Gallinud is continuing to recover from recent attacks, and food shortages are not expected.
Thank
Not
God, the
expected,
public
you said.
wasn't
Not expected.
impacted.
Not expected, you said.
There are a few national headlines that catch your eye as well. It seems that today marks the 2-century anniversary of the Vothmelian War. And experts are estimating that 10 billion people have died.
Morgan, can you pour me a slug?
Well, that's
Sorry,
quite
say-
a few, man. That's quite a bit of people.
Say again,
I'm
Emma?
asking Morgrim to pour me a slug of whatever she's drinking.
Okay. And I should note that that estimated 10 billion is from is soldiers alone on both sides.
Quick question.
Drinking? I'll be
What?
drinking this morning.
What's the timeline in comparison to Dreamwalkers?
So right now, it's I would say 2 seasons after Dreamwalkers. So it's
Okay,
solid
okay.
like if each season is 90 days, it's like half a year.
Okay.
Oh, so the lads have been missing in the wilderness of Omen for a hot sec.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
poor Bogwog.
I should also note, in that regard, something else you see that you probably wouldn't necessarily know too much about. You might have heard a little bit about. There was some conflict on the Isle of Elnor with some tyrannical lord. And it seems that the Wood Shadow regime has finally been fully overturned. And the city of Fluldport has finally been taken completely under the control of the Queen again.
You don't say.
Bravo!
With the help
I'm sure
of...
they were amazing people, whoever did that.
Especially...
Context that cannot be understood by Jacob, Colby, or our listeners.
And,
I have a vague understanding.
I should also note that there is
I don't have a brain.
This is true. Thank you so much for that interruption. I should also note that there
You're
is
welcome.
again, he does it again. There is a quote in there from a man named Fuse who compliments the works of the combined work of the Velnorian Exploration Corps and Her Majesty's armies for managing to fully root out the corruption of the Wood Shadow regime. And the final national headline that you would note is that it seems that there have been reports of cult of Orlok activity in the Presagian wilderness, which has been denied by elven leadership.
Well, that seems bad, but not our kind of problem.
I would
Well,
say
everyone knows that the elven leaders are liars and bastards.
anyone who would, I would say that, Thub and Bastion, as the ones who are reading this, you can make society checks, please.
Sure, would love to.
I'm not trained. So I'll
That's a 12, thank you.
12. Well, you don't know too much about that, but you could swear you remember hearing that the cult of Orlok is supposedly completely eradicated.
Yeah, didn't I just read a thing about the heart of Orlok and how that was gone and dead and like all that jazz?
You did.
I'm beginning to suspect there's something up with this Orlok fellow.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the best guy, but that feels like a problem for other non-us people.
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
think what he's doing is going to be very beneficial for the common people.
I mean,
That's what you all sound like, people who like Elon Musk.
So, anyways.
Oh boy. Okay, we're reading the paper.
Yeah, that's all you really get from the paper there.
Are there any classifieds? Any?
No.
Well,
I apologize
damn.
for that. It was just right there.
So the only things that are happening locally is that there was a dwarf man dismembered and there's a performance troupe here.
Dwarven woman, actually.
Oh, how progressive.
Yeah. I should note that I'll say Wyatt is reading at this point. Wyatt squirms in his seat a little bit as he reads that.
Oh. Well, he's not here, so I can't interrogate him on that. Anyway. Anyone have thoughts, feelings, ideas for what we should do today?
Well, I suppose if we can't find any more quests to go on here, how are we looking on funds?
Well, I've got 14 gold.
I've got 21 here. I don't know, do you think we should, as we get ready for this hunt, pool our funds together and buy a magic item?
It's not the worst idea we've ever had.
I've got this this here scroll that I'm gonna figure out how to use entirely, but I think we might need something stronger.
Well, so what we learned was that it has hollow bones and flies? Was that what we learned?
It has hollow bones. It's not a particularly good flyer,
Okay.
but it can fly.
Did we learn something it was good at as well? Was that a thing?
Its beak and talons are really fucking sharp. And what it likes to do is charge. Its primary method of attacking is charging and ripping things apart with its beak.
And then it's blunt damage we want against it, right?
You would assume as much from the hollow bones. Since the feathers themselves act sort of like scale mail.
I see.
So, have we got any treasure we've been meaning to sell?
Not a ton. Unless someone else has some.
I don't have treasure.
Afraid I don't.
I could probably sell this dread ampule, because I can't use it in the crossbow. That's not going to do much.
You can still toss it. I've actually got one of those myself.
So maybe bracers of missile deflection.
Hey, we could do that. Is anybody... We're not going to be dealing with many missiles hunting this thing, are we?
I
Unless we
hope
spray
that
feathers.
it can't shoot its feathers as missiles.
Oh, it can probably shoot its feathers as missiles. Oh.
I will
We
say you
could
didn't
sell-
you didn't find anything about that in the book.
Well, we could sell that, and we could sell this fear gem. We could maybe sell this wand of enfeeble and buy a wand of heal if we wanted.
That's not a bad idea. How much for that one to feel?
If it's a rank
Wand of heal's
one,
a level 1, so it's like 60, yeah?
yeah, you would basically be making an equal exchange.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think we might as well.
So we're gonna swap. Well, I suppose we're gonna have to go to a place, but I guess we'll swap the Wand of Enfeeble for a Wand of Heal. Sell the Fear Gem. And sell the Bracers of Missile Deflection.
Okay, so Wand of Heal, first rank. I'll just keep it simple and say that you go to the market. There's a lot of, you can basically do whatever here when it comes to shopping. So that, and you were selling the Fear Gem.
Yes, sell the Fear Gem and sell the.
That
Bracers.
is. Did that get attached to something? Because it says you're currently wearing it.
It might be attached to something.
So I think that is currently attached to one of your weapons.
So I take it that I cannot just remove it and sell it?
Let me look up the rules for talismans real quick. But you might need some tools. Let's see. I mean, I would imagine you can just take a few minutes. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah, you take a few minutes in a repair kit and you can take it off. So that'll get you 20 gold.
So let's see that.
And then what was the other thing you were selling?
The Bracers of Missile Deflection, which I think I have to uninvest from.
That's fine. Investing and uninvesting is just an action. So braces of missile deflection, that's 52 gold.
So we'll sell that. Okay, that puts me at 86 gold. What are we thinking we need to get?
Well, I've been, I've had this idea in mind, for getting Cranberry a little bit of extra punching ability, you know? Getting him some wraps, some gloves, perhaps?
Some hand wraps of mighty blows or whatever.
You know, you could call them that, yeah. Now, I've got
How much
20...
do those cost?
I've got 21 gold of my own that I'll put towards it.
How much do
And
they
the hand
cost?
wraps themselves, I believe,
35.
are 35.
Alright, so you have...
And I have 21 of my own gold that I want to put towards that. If we're cool with me using 14 gold for that.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me take out the 14 and I'll give it to you.
Okay, are you just getting regular hand wraps of Mighty Blows? Because those just come with potency
Yeah,
by
yeah.
default. Okay.
Which is still a +1 to attack rolls, right?
+1 to hit, yeah. All right, and Cranberry's wearing those.
I believe we share them.
All right, let's look at the rules for this.
Whoa! Roll check!
Oh, don't you just love DMing with my
Summoner.
characters?
You know, it's specifically this one that's a pain because the rules for Eidolons are really hard to get a hold of. And Eidolons are kind of just overly complicated, to be honest.
Did you
Gear
hear
in your
that,
Eidolon.
Pathfinder?
Well, I don't think they've remastered this class yet, so hey, they could always change it. Your Eidolon can't wear or use magic items except for items with the Eidolon trait. Your Eidolon's link means it can benefit from certain magic items vested to you. Gains bonus.
Oh, here we go. Gear in your Eidolon.
That's what I'm looking at. Your Eidolon strikes benefit from the fundamental runes and property runes on your hand wraps. Okay. So,
Okay, so I wear them and he gets the benefit.
yes.
Sweet.
Okay. So I think... Alright, let me go ahead and drag those into your inventory. Hopefully everyone else, while we're doing this, is looking at other things they want to buy. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm also going to put them in Cranberry's inventory so that he actually gets the math bonus.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. And you
Why am I
didn't want to get
having-
any striking runes or anything for that?
I can't afford any now.
Fair.
Why am I having such a hard time trying to figure out what kind of damage this does?
What are you looking at?
My sword. Okay, it does slashing.
I think a bastard sword might be able to do slashing or piercing. It depends on what the weapon's traits are.
I believe it is
No,
versatile.
it's just slashing. All
Yeah,
it has is
I just
two-handed.
wanted to double check and see if
Oh,
it
I
had
see.
bludgeoning was my only thing.
No. It's a sword.
I figured, but I like to be sure. So this is a +1. I take it striking and fanged, right?
Let's see. No, it's not striking. Just potency.
How much is a striking rune to add to it?
Striking. 65.
65. Okay. Does anyone else have ideas for what we could, should, would use the money for?
Health potions. And a barrel of alcohol is what Morgan has planned.
Ooh, what was that drink that we'd had when we first got here?
The one for the goblins?
Oh, the Bravo Sprue, was it?
Oh, yeah, Bravo's brew. That was from Yogwall. You found that in a barrel in Yogwall. Yeah, Bravo's brew. If you just want, like, the most basic lesser Bravo's brew, that's 7 gold apiece. Gives you bonuses to will saves.
Think we need any of that?
I mean, we could take it. I don't know really if this bird has will uses that can impact her will. I'm not sure.
big bird, it could be frightening.
That's fair. Alright, do we want to say that we buy 2 things of Bravo's brew, and then before we fight it, we have Thub make a meal to hopefully give us the benefits?
That sounds like a plan to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just getting the lesser, or do you want to get moderate?
So what
Oh,
I'm gonna
moderate.
ask is...
Moderate is 150, so I'm gonna guess you don't want
Okay.
moderate.
No. Yep. We will be taking the lesser. Thank you, sir.
All right. And
okay.
how many was that? 2?
2.
All right. 14 gold then.
Yep. Okay, that leaves us with 58 gold. What ingredients do we have in the party stash?
I know there's some fish that we caught.
Yeah, there's lots of fish.
Are there lots of fish? I didn't realize we had so many fish.
Oh yeah, you've got a lot of fish. 11 fish currently.
Oh. Okay.
Currently, yeah, you have all of your fish. You have soy sauce. You have frozen, possibly yak meat. You have a lot of just unknown frozen meat. You've got frozen bread. You've got rations, and you've got beef. 1 serving of beef.
I think we need more veggies.
Yeah.
What do we
is there
What do we
any-
need for like the well balanced meal or whatever for it
Yeah.
to count?
What?
So you need
What do we
you need plant, so fruit or veggie. You need protein. You need carb, and you need seasoning. If I'm remembering off the top of my head, hold on, I'm pulling up the thing.
We have to consult the cooking system.
We have to consult the system.
What dicks we are.
I know. Okay. Yeah, so you need at least 1 protein, carb, plant, seasoning.
So we're good on protein, right? Like we've
Yes.
got 11 fish,
Oh, yeah.
frozen yak meat, beef, random frozen meat. Oh yeah, we have a lot of random frozen meat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
So
we
we
gotta
need
get veggies.
And carbs.
We have a seasoning pouch and we have soy sauce. Yes.
Yes.
So we should get veggies and we should get carbs.
Yes.
And you also have plenty of alcohol, which counts as a seasoning.
Excellent. 10 out of 10. We are going veggie and carb shopping.
Cool. What are you buying?
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Those
Potatoes
are
is good.
How many potatoes?
How many does 1 potato constitute a serving? What unit of potato are we using?
It's just serving. 4 copper for a serving. So I would say it's a serving for the whole party.
Oh, okay.
That was going to be my next question. All right, 4 copper for a serving. Let's get. Let's get 3 things of potatoes.
Okay.
That's 12 copper, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then let's get. What other.
Rice.
Rice would be good to have, yep. Does potato count as a vegetable or a carb?
Potatoes are a carb.
Both.
From a system perspective, they're
Functionally, we're
just
working
a
on
carb.
carbs right now, okay. Okay, we're getting rice. How much is rice?
Rice is... rice is 2 copper apiece.
Also, just so we make sure that it's right in the party sesh, we did buy 3 things of potatoes.
Yep.
Okay, great. So it's 2 copper per thing of rice. How many rice do we want?
Let's just get 5 and do 10.
Sounds good.
I can pay for the food.
Okay,
Okay.
so 5 rice.
Egg counts, I presume, as protein.
Protein.
Egg, yes.
Okay. What
Carrots and
veggies
onions. Carrots
do
and
we want?
onions.
Carrots, onions would be good. Do we want to get like peppers, tomatoes?
Oh yes.
Okay, so
I mean, it doesn't really make a mechanical difference, does it?
it does.
It doesn't, but I'm.
It does.
Oh, it does?
Items have levels, and that affects the potency of the recipe.
I see. Okay.
Ah! I was also just thinking for Jacob's sake, if we give him.
I don't
Wide
think Jacob's
variety
paying
of
attention
things.
right now, so...
That's fair.
Yeah, I haven't heard him chime in with the cooking stuff, which I thought he might be
Yeah.
interested in.
Want some cheese?
Okay.
Man just
You can
wants
buy
some cheese.
There's cheese?
Oh god.
What
Yeah.
mechanically does cheese get categorized as?
A vegetable.
Oh god.
I think cheese would get categorized as a seasoning.
Okay, let's
Really?
buy some cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and we're also gonna buy a lot of vegetables. We're gonna buy a bunch of different vegetables.
What
Hey,
kind of
we're-
cheese are you getting? Are you getting like really good cheese? Are you getting just kind of shitty cheese?
How expensive is the
Hopefully
nicest
good
cheese?
but affordable cheese?
What level cheese do you want?
What is the price difference between the levels of cheese?
The cost of a food item is the base price multiplied by the level for 1 meal's worth for the party. I would say just a block of regular old level 1 cheese would be like, I would say it would be like 3 silver.
Alright, do we want 2 things of level 3 cheese?
Yeah, why not? Let's just do it.
Sure. How much is that?
Hold on.
I'm going to have an aneurysm.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
Can we title this episode Food Math?
Okay, so level 3 cheese. So that would be 9 silver apiece for good cheese. All right, and how many good cheeses were you getting?
We're gonna get 2.
2. Okay, cool. 18 silver.
Okay. So we have good cheese. We have protein,
We have some
rations.
carbs. So we need
we have
veggies.
carbs. Okay, so we need the veggies is where we were working
Veggies.
when Jacob cut it.
Yes.
We wanted carrots, onions.
Hold on, I'm deducting the silver. Or did MMA's pay for it?
I'll let you cover the good cheese.
I'm covering the cheese.
Okay.
You said
There we
9
go.
silver. You said 9 silver each, right?
8, yeah. It was 18
Yes.
silver total.
Don't you cut that
Yes.
cheese?
Okay, so you're getting carrots.
Did you say that in character, Colby?
No.
Okay, good.
No more interruptions.
Yes, please, carrots.
Okay, carrots are 9 copper each.
9 copper each.
You want to get
Alright.
3 things of carrots, and I can cover that?
I
Yeah,
can
you can
pay
cover
for the
that.
carrots.
I'm
Up to
tired
the
of
carrots.
doing math already.
Okay.
So we're
I'm doing all the math!
21
But yeah,
copper
but I
worth
have
of
to
carrots,
deduct all
correct?
the coins.
Oh my god.
It should be 21, but I don't know why it says 27.
Because
9 times
you said it was
3
9 copper. 9 times 3 is 27.
Oh, you're right. I'm bad at math. My bad. It's 27, not 21.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
if you had tried to gaslight the person into thinking that it was 21 and not 27, I would have called you a really good haggler.
Gaslight who?
The shopkeeper.
There was
So-
no shopkeeper.
So
I don't
onions
know,
are
whoever we're buying this from.
onions are
Onions.
8 copper apiece.
Okay, let's do 2 things of onion.
Okay. 16 copper.
Okay. Then let's do tomato.
Okay. Tomato would be 1 silver apiece.
Let's do 2 of those.
Okay.
Alright. Is there anything else people think that we need? And or do we want to invest in a couple more high quality items?
I had one more idea. Sorry. I've become much more familiar with the elixirs lately. After doing some research. For reasons unrelated to abomination bolts. I think
of
the
course.
Drakeheart mutagen might be useful.
Remind
The
me
drinker-
what the Drakeheart mutagen does?
You gain a +4 item bonus to AC, a dexterity cap of +2, and a +1 item bonus to perception checks. If you're
Alright,
wearing
so how-
armor, you still calculate your proficiency bonus to AC, blah blah blah.
Okay,
And you also
how
gain the
much-
final surge action, which allows you to stride twice and then the mutagen ends.
Nice. How much is one of those?
4 gold.
4 gold.
4 gold. Okay. Do we want to get 2 of those and then add them to the party stash?
Yeah, fine by me, unless anybody has it.
I will say that if you put it in the party stash, you're going to forget they're there and not use
fair.
them. So, unless you're planning on cooking with them.
That was my understanding, but
Okay,
we can
sorry, I
not
misunderstood.
do that.
So, so how many were you getting? 2 of them?
2.
And
I'll
just
pay for
lesser
those.
ones?
How much is the one up?
Moderate is 12.
I say we
Let's
just go with
play-
lesser.
Okay.
Okay, 2 lessers.
Yep. Alright, and then let's move
So that's
the
8 gold
Bravos... Yep. Let's move the Bravos brew also into the party stash, because we want to cook with it,
Yep,
right?
done. Okay.
Mr. Resident Chef, is there a specific ingredient that you would like to invest in a higher level of?
Specific ingredient. Beef or chicken.
Chicken?
Okay. So you want higher level chicken.
I don't have any chicken currently, so I
right.
figured.
But what level chicken do you want?
What level chicken you have?
I'd say you'd be able to probably get up to like level 3.
How much is a level 3 chicken?
It'll be 3 silver.
3 silver.
Yes.
I accept this.
Okay. So you
I'll
now
take
have
3
good
three
chicken.
chickens for 9 silver.
Okay, so you have 3 servings worth of good chicken.
Yippee. Spinach. Need spinach.
We don't have to get spinach, but if you'd like spinach, we can get spinach.
Well, I'm just like trying to stock up on stuff.
Fair enough.
Okay. So spinach is For level 1, 1 silver a serving. So do you
We'll
just
take
want...
4.
Okay, do you want just level 1?
Yes.
Curiosity, how much is an artichoke?
Let's see. Artichoke. That would be 8 copper.
I'm just imagining us making spinach artichoke dick.
You
You
can
know what?
certainly
Fuck
do that.
it. We'll do that. Mine.
Okay.
I'll take a serving. I'll take a serving of artichoke for.
Okay, how many spinach were you getting again?
4 servings, which is 4 silver. I already deducted the coins.
Okay. Yeah, I just needed to make the items. Okay, and you're getting artichokes.
Yes. For 8 copper, you said.
Yes.
Fantastic. Hey.
Okay.
And all we know about this frozen meat is that it's definitely not human, right?
You're pretty sure it's not human.
Amazing.
How many artichokes were you getting? 3?
However much adds up to 8 copper.
Okay, that's just 1 serving then. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Sorry, I'm trying to have conversations while also putting the items together.
Do better. I'm joking. All right. Lastly, what do we need? We have the chicken. I guess we can get some eggs. Egg.
Okay. Regular level 0 eggs are 5 copper apiece.
5 copper.
Considering the price of eggs, it's pretty.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, okay, like, you know.
They're not having a
With-
bird flu pandemic, and I'm
Yeah,
alarmed.
they're not having a bird flu
Fair.
pandemic. They don't have an excuse like we do. Jesus Christ, 5 copper a piece. Good
for
lord.
level
For a
level
single
0.
egg? For a
level-
For
zero!
a
For a
serving of
serving
eggs.
of
Oh,
eggs.
for a
the
serving.
entire
Okay,
party.
so like.
So it's like 5. 5 or
Okay.
6. It's enough for the entire party.
That's still a lot.
We're gonna get the
It's
Remy
expensive
Raddington.
as hell.
5
We're about
copper?
to get the Remy Raddington rant on eggs instead of rope.
This is like a dozen eggs.
You said it was enough for the party.
Yeah, so like 2 eggs each.
Jacob, how many eggs do you eat?
Jacob Rose be like, I eat 10 eggs per hour.
You know the line in the Gaston song where he talks about how many eggs he eats. That's based on me.
This is so unbelievably painful. How many eggs are you buying?
Two sets.
Okay, and just level 0.
Yes, which is
Okay.
1 silver.
Yes.
Because I don't want to make the change.
A fun pro tip, if you hit the button to remove coins, you can then tick the remove value not specific type checkbox, and it will do all of the math for you.
Well, you know what, Cameron? What if I just like to keep sharp?
Okay, are we done
Also,
food
I do
shopping
want
now?
to. Also, I do just want 2
I
servings of
think
eggs.
so.
Please,
Yes.
let us be done.
We're done with the
Okay.
shopping. We're done
Great.
with the shopping
I'm
chapter
so
of this
glad.
episode.
Thank fucking God. Okay.
If I see anyone peek into a window, I am pulling you away by the collar.
Okay, what are we doing now?
I did want to buy 2 lesser healing potions.
Ah, excellent. Okay. Cool. Alright.
I'm going to take one and I'm going to give the other one to Bastion.
Okay. So
Sweet.
that'll be 12 gold apiece for lesser.
Yep.
you, and 1 to Bastion. Alright. Cool. Alright. Moving on.
Okay. I still have 50 gold if we have anything that we feel like we need or would be a good addition before this fight.
I'm feeling comfortable with what we have right now. I know that I have 2 healing potions and an elixir of life. So I'm content with the stuff that I have.
Also, if Yono was here, he'd be yelling at you about how he's the party healer.
Yeah, well, I have
Who's
healing
in-
spells as well, but
Yes, but his entire character is kind of built
I
around
know.
healing.
I know.
So,
But if I don't heckle him about it, what am I here for?
fair.
Alright. Is there anything interesting while we're walking around the city?
I don't know, is there anything you want?
I was looking for someone looking for work that I could conceive.
Oh my god, no!
No? Okay.
I think it's time we go hunt the bird.
Okay.
Unless you want to go visit the elementalists, or visit the library again,
So,
or have a specific thing that you want to try to find, then
Okay.
that's probably it.
Morgrim is staunchly opposed to going to the elementalists. However,
Y'all can go if you want.
No. Hold on. I point at the thing in Thicket's chest and then realize he can't see me pointing. Do we think the elementalists might know anything about, Cranberry?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that they don't. I really don't think they will.
Right then. Let's, go ahead, grab our snowmobile, pick up Wyatt from wherever he's drunkenly sleeping, and, start heading towards the forest. How's that sound?
Beautiful.
Great.
We didn't
Alright.
have any responsibility to show up in front of the governor again, right?
Don't think so.
Okay, great.
Cool. Alright. Great. So y'all head back to the snowmobile. You get yourselves in. You check out of the sleeping place that the Traveler's Tales. And you start heading out in the southerly direction towards the Timber Gate. And as you head on down, you do in fact see a very large gate made of wood. As compared to where you came in was the Blue Gate, which was a big gate made of blue metal. This is a gate made of wood. So yeah, you head on down, and there's a decent flow of people coming in and out. It seems that there is also an immigration line trying to come into the city from this entrance as well. But yeah, you guys are able to head out just fine. And you start heading south. All right. So, y'all are now heading in the direction of Hamerga. Yeah. So, who's pedaling?
I'm sure I am.
All right.
I suppose I can.
As per usual. Cool. So, by the time you head out, it's around noon. A little after noon. Probably closer to 1. So, is there anything that Thub or Thicket would like to do with their day, assuming you're doing a full 8-hour day of travel?
I mean, I think Thicket is, as we know, wanting to learn to cook more. So I'm hoping under Thub's tutelage I can learn a bit more.
Okay.
Thub is going to teach Thicket how to cook.
Okay. You work on teaching Thicket how to cook. What are you using to teach him? What is the recipe of the day?
You know what? Fuck it. Thub makes chicken fried rice.
Ooh.
Okay. So, obviously you're using some of your good chicken.
Yes, some of the good chicken, some of the egg, and some of the rice, and some of the soy sauce.
And a carrot for veggies. Yes.
Sure.
We had to have a
vegetable would be a
veggie.
good addition.
For it to be a complete meal, we had to have a veggie.
Yes,
Or
we can get a veggie. This is true.
All right, where the hell is the soy sauce? There it is. All right. Cool. All right then. Let me go ahead and average all that together.
Well, I need like a crafting check, right?
Yes, I'm figuring that out now. So the chicken is level 3, egg is level 0, rice is level 0. Soy sauce is level 2. Were you using your seasoning pouch as well?
For salt, yes.
Okay, what level is your seasoning pouch? Get off Instagram and tell me what level your seasoning pouch
No,
is.
I'm looking.
How dare you? How dare you?
I don't know how to find where the fucking level is!
It's in your fucking inventory. It's level 1.
It says item 1.
Yes, item 1. It is an item with a level of 1.
Okay. You know, I just thought that meant the quantity.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. It's a level 1 recipe. I'm losing my goddamn mind. Alright, make a crafting check, goddamn you.
Planet.
Or are you doing the cooking and having Thicket watch, or are you having Thicket do the cooking and you're assisting?
You know, I'm gonna have Thicket do the cooking here.
Okay, in that case,
Alright.
both of you make crafting checks.
Fantastic. Okay, that is a 24 from me.
A 12 from me.
Okay. So, unfortunately, Thub, despite your best efforts, Thicket is still blind. And he does his best. He gets pretty close. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite come together right. You know, the things just aren't. The chicken is a little bit overcooked, and the eggs are. The egg in the fried rice is a little undercooked. So it's a little sour, and the chicken's a little tough, but it's serviceable food. It feeds you all. So, yeah, it's 9 p.m. now. You've done your full day of travel.
Okay, well, Thub is just gonna, like, pat Thicket on the back and go, I will teach you to use your smell.
Right. That's what I've been using. You saying there's something wrong with my nose?
Yes.
Oh, well, wouldn't surprise me.
All right. So, is there anything else anyone would like to do as you're making camp for the night?
Nothing I want to do.
Thub is going to eat his fried rice, and with every bite, he's just gonna like stare into the bowl.
Okay.
With a look of not disappointment, but but he ponders into the bowl.
Okay.
I did mishear it as vole.
Oh.
And I was like, why do you
What?
have a small rodent you're just staring at?
Pondering the bowl.
That's Thub Steve is a little vole that he calls
Who out here
he calls
pondering
Brian.
the
Oh.
Don't make me
Okay.
do it. I will make Thub a vole pet.
I will not allow it. Okay. Great. So y'all wake up the next morning. Pretty decent night of sleep. Nothing particularly eventful occurs. And y'all set out the next morning. I'm assuming Morgan and Bastion are paddling again?
I imagine so.
I would figure that's the case.
Okay. Are we continuing the training of Thicket's cooking skills?
Yes.
Okay, what are you cooking?
I'm gonna take a lead and say let's cook some of that fish.
Okay, which fish? There's several.
Let's see. Let me open up the potty stash real quick.
You've got burbot, trout, and halibut.
Let's go with burbot. Yeah, burbot.
Okay, what else are you cooking?
So that's the meat. Let's go with some rice and spinach.
Okay.
And then we need one more item, correct?
Seasoning.
Yes.
So you can just use Thub's seasoning pouch
Okay.
if you want. Or soy sauce. Up to you.
Seasoning pouch. I'm taking
Okay.
this pouch.
Cool. Thub, are you assisting with the cooking or just watching it this time? Okay, Thub's just watching.
I'm going to observe and see how he does to evaluate where he's at.
Okay, Thicket, crafting check.
Okay.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh.
God damn!
Nat 20.
Well, all right then. Thicket
Damn.
somehow has made, is making over the course of a few hours the most like decadent meal out of the simplest ingredients. And Thub, as you taste it, your eyes just go wide. Like, holy shit, this is one of the best things you've ever had in your life. That was a critical success. So
What the fuck did you do?
I wasn't really thinking. I just sort of tossed some stuff together. I put a nice little glaze on that fish, steamed the rice, and then I did something to the spinach. I'm not sure what exactly I did. I put some stuff in it, put that in some other stuff, and now we have whatever this is.
Did you use nasal spray?
I imagine that even Bastion is like, it's not half bad. It's no braised
oh
beef
yeah,
with Bravo's
even
brew.
Bastion is like, damn,
But
that's
not
not
mad.
terrible. So mechanically, y'all become sated 2 from that, which means you have a +2 bonus to everything.
Good lord!
for the next hour. Now, as you're having your meal, I would say you'll probably stop to take a little lunch break. You'll have your meal. You're feeling good. You get back on the road, and it is at this point that I need from both Thub and Thicket. I'm going to say the two of you. I need you to both pick a number 1 through 14.
7.
I was gonna
7.
say 2.
Okay, so 7 for Thub and 2 for Thicket. Great. All right. Okay. So, y'all keep on going. And as you're just, pedaling along, Bastion and Morgrim, you're doing your thing. You're making your way best you can, breaking a good sweat there. You hear overhead, and you hear in front of you something hit the ground really hard, and Hetrick just screams, "Stop! Stop!"
Stop.
Are there more elementals in the road?
You look back at Hetrick, and Hetrick is pale.
Oh no.
And that's saying something, because Hetrick is already quite pale as a Sirish dwarf.
He also was inside for several years.
Oh yeah. Hetrick is just... You've noticed as well, actually, that Hetrick is shaking.
I'm gonna gently kind of move him over to the side and look out of the, what's it called?
The viewport.
Yeah, that's the...
You look out the viewport and are greeted with a familiar sight to you, Bastion. The hulking form of Chithestir, the Cobalt Dragon.
What the fuck?
Oh, not
Staring
today, Satan.
directly into the viewport.
Why is there so much detail?
What is it?
Okay.
This
I
is
need
a
everyone to
Cobalt
make me
Dragon.
2 promises. 1, don't climb onto its back and let it fly away. Okay? Everyone hear me?
What are you talking about?
There's a really big... Is it an ancient dragon?
Oh yeah, Chithestir is an
Yeah.
ancient dragon.
Yeah, there's a really big ancient cobalt dragon out there. I've met it before. Last party member I was with, I decided to climb on its back as it flew away and then he fell to his death. So don't do that.
What?
Yeah, okay.
As you're having this discussion, I will also note, Bastion, that you would remember that this dragon is blind.
You got something in common with it. It can't see.
Well,
As
that
you're-
is
If worse-
lovely.
If worse comes to worse, try to empathize.
As you're having this discussion, the dragon speaks.
Oh boy.
I smell you in there, child of Oxflane. Come out. I mean you no harm.
Does everyone look at Morgrim? Is that you?
Child of what?
Oxflane.
Ox? Flame or Filane?
Oxflane. One of you should know what that means.
You smell a very distinct smell as you collectively turn your heads towards Stub, and he shakes a turd out of his leg, pants.
Oh my fucking god, you can't even shit!
Yeah, you vomit. You just vomit, my guy.
Where did the
Oh, yeah,
turd
that's
come
right.
from?
I
Where did it come
have it.
from?
I have it stored. I have a dog's turd stored up there for occasions such as this.
Oh my god!
I hate that this is canon.
I'm going to have a stroke. I'm going to have a stroke.
Well, go on. I'm gonna usher Thub out the door.
Do you push this shit out with him?
Yes, I'm not keeping it in our snowmobile. We live here. And then I violently sanitize my hands and all of the surfaces. I'll take some of Wyatt's liquor to do it.
Can't tell if he's laughing or crying.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god! I love how I just like completely forgot that my character can't take a shit and just decided to roll with it.
I hate you
Oh
so
I
much.
pushed you outside of the snowmobile, so I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, so that was staying there and he's like, have we met?
The dragon stomps over to you, Thub.
Water.
Thank you so much for that interjection. And just gets its face right up next to yours.
I have not met you as an individual, but I know that smell, that stench anywhere.
Uh-huh.
What is... I would imagine such a devout of Silkamek doing here, in a place as unholy as this.
Making it holy?
Make a deception check.
Okay. That is a 16.
We both know that is not true.
Right. Well, I was in the neighborhood and I kind of got sidetracked with the bunch of other things and this and that. And I got captured and it was in the
You
castle and
continue to speak. We both know your story. I have been told of you, Thub Ug Iman. I've heard your tale.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You have abandoned your faith. You
What?
were betrayed. Yes.
Yes, that is pretty much the gist of it, yes.
There are ways. You can get what you want.
Which would be...
prying ears.
Okay.
My lair is to the north, on the coastline. Find me there, child of Oxfaline.
I shall.
Your mother was a good friend to me at one time. Her spirit may consider this repayment.
Very well then. I shall seek your lair.
Good. And bring the morsels.
The dragon sniffs over at the snowmobile.
Another familiar stench of one who got away. I remember you. All alone now. What a shame.
The dragon beats its massive wings and takes to the sky.
Okay then.
Bastion's a little offended. She's not alone. I mean, technically everyone she was with was either killed eventually or, you know, works as the DA, but point being, she's here with people. It's not like she just wandered into the tundra alone. Do not like the word morsels being used.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, oh, what does he mean by that?
Yeah, not a fan.
I wonder what the massive fuck-off dragon could mean by the word morsel.
Chocolate?
Oh my god.
To a degree.
Cannot stand you.
Well, I do my best.
So, are we putting Thub back in the snowmobile, or are we just letting them go off on their own journey?
Yes, Thub goes back in the snowmobile, not before picking the turd back up and revealing that it was actually just a rock.
Oh
That-
my
that fell
fucking
out of his-
god. Oh
No,
my-
before not before revealing that it was just a rock that
I know,
fell
I
out of the
heard
back
you.
hole in his that fell out of a hole in his back pocket, coincidentally at that
Fucking
exact moment.
god. Cannot stand Jacob Perez.
I
Alright.
do my best.
Thub returns to the snowmobile.
Are we just working our way through everyone's backstories on the road?
Sure.
Well, sure, we have
How
time.
alarming. Okay. Do we keep driving? How's Headtrick looking?
Hetrick is calmed down a little bit.
Righto, mate.
You okay there, bud?
Let's just keep going.
Hi.
Sounds good.
That was too close.
Strong agree. But no one climbed onto its back and fell from a great height, so marked improvement, actually. For me, anyway.
Alright. So you continue onwards.
I am getting some water. I need it very badly.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing, Jacob.
Well, I wanted you to know in case one of you tried to talk to me and I didn't respond.
So anyway, we keep driving.
So anyway, you keep driving. And, yeah. The next day goes pretty standard. Yeah, no interruptions from from a dragon this time.
It's great news.
You think, as you actually sort of are going along here, you actually do see the edge of the hollow forest. So in theory, you could just turn into the forest right now.
Are we supposed to meet the chief before we do that?
I don't know where you keep getting this that you're supposed to be meeting the chief. The
I
chief went
I don't know
home.
where I keep getting it either. I feel like we're supposed
He's
to
at his
meet
house.
someone.
No. You were just
we
told
just have to go here and kill things.
You were just told to go to the Hollow Wood and hunt the Cuddy Run.
Well, do we want to enter here, or do we want to look for a different spot?
I think this might be our best bet.
Okay. Does that mean we're getting out of the snowmobile and beginning to wade into the...
That's up to you.
I mean, how close can we get?
Yeah,
You
can
can
we
just
drive
go.
the snowmobile?
You can just go into the forest. You don't know exactly what it's going to look like in there. I will say, Bastion, as the only one of the party who's been in here before, you would remember that this forest is a little strange, to say the least.
Strange in what?
Like there things are never quite right. Something always just feels off in there, and you would remember at least that, you know, Hameriga is thank you, Jacob. Hameriga is a logging town, and yet you never once saw a tree stump. You never once saw evidence of logging while you were in there before. And somehow this one forest provides all of Salter's wood and is showing no signs of deforestation in the slightest.
Yeah, so it's a creepy as fuck place. Do we want to go to Hamerga and park and enter there? Or do we want to enter here? Because it's gonna get fucking weird in there. Do we want to leave Hetrick in a place with civilization if we die?
Fair enough. Yeah, let's park it outside.
So you're going to town?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you continue on for another day of travel until you reach America. So you are now in the town proper. And yeah, as you approach, it definitely is a stark difference between America and Nilbud. First and foremost, every single building is made of wood. Yeah, there's no walls around the city, around the town. There's not an immigration line. You just sort of approach. People kind of give you some looks. Keep on moving. You see, it looks like at this point it's around like 6 p.m., 6:30. You know, it seems like the loggers are coming home for the day. So they're coming out of the forest, carrying carts full of logs. So it does actually seem that they are able to bring full carts worth of logs in and out. and you see them heading over towards a larger structure, which appears to be the lumber mill. Yeah, nobody really seems to pay you a whole ton of mind.
I don't think they would know anything about the Cuddy Wren if we asked, do you?
Maybe not the Kadiran, but they might know a little bit more info about the forest itself. And any other threats that might be there.
It'd be worth it. It's evening now?
Yes.
Do we want to go into a tavern, see if we can get any info from locals about the forest and go in tomorrow?
Hey,
Alright, let's go to the tavern.
Okay. Cool. Great. All right. Where is this thing? There it is. All right. So sorry, you said you were heading to the tavern? The
Yes.
local inn? Okay. So, you head on over to the local inn, which appears to be named the Dancing Mule. And as you swing open the door, it's fairly quiet at this stage. There's a few people in there having their dinner. Seems that you're not the only travelers, actually. There's a couple people dressed in travelers' clothes. A couple of loggers seem to have gotten off a little early. And they're having their drinks. Thank you so much, Jacob.
Sorry.
A couple of loggers are just having their drinks, having their dinner. Bartender is actually a Sapphire Dracason. What can I get for you, my friends?
Some ale and some information if you can help us.
Ale I can definitely do. Information we will see.
Fair enough.
Alright. So, are y'all getting food as well or just ale?
what time is it?
Would be good.
It's like 6:30.
Yeah, let's get food.
Yeah, food.
Okay. Great. Okay. So I would say overall, we'll just keep it simple. We'll say it's 5 silver for the entire party to get fed. And
Sounds
drink.
good, I can cover that.
Alright, what is this information you're looking for?
Looking to know about the forest and a creature that might live there.
Which one? There are quite a few.
Something called the Cuddy Wren.
The Cutty Ran. That sounds not familiar to me.
No?
I don't know it by name. Maybe if you tell me a little more about it, I could tell you something, but
It's a giant
So-
bird.
It's a fucking large bird.
It's a big bird. Very big bird.
The Dracason shrugs. I don't know anything about the big birds in there. Most
No?
creatures are, more quadrupedal.
What
Furry
is in there?
things. Nothing good. You'll find wolves, you'll find tigers, you'll find very aggressive moose. And
Anything of
If you're very unlucky, you'll find the gun. But
the what?
the
Yeah, also.
gun,
What's that?
the the uncanny beasts.
Do I know anything about what he might be talking about?
Roll a nature check.
No, 16.
Part of me was
Um,
wondering if this is a goose chase.
Yeah, Thicket, you would have heard of, you know, the uncanny beasts that live in the Hollowwood, but you wouldn't really know anything about them specifically.
You, tell us a bit more about that.
About the gun.
Yeah, well, the uncanny beasts as well. Sort of the whole rundown of it all.
Right, the gun are the uncanny beasts. How to describe them? They are, they walk on all fours. They are white, but claws are blue. They have spines growing out of their backs, and they look like they are wearing masks. But I don't think they are a mask. Nobody that I know has ever really had too close of an encounter with one and survived.
What do you mean by a mask?
Like their faces, they look like they're wearing a mask. Their faces don't look like faces.
That's
I
horrifying.
don't really know how to describe. They metallic. They look metallic, same as the claws and the spines. They look like they are made of this blue metallic material.
Never heard of anything like that.
I've never heard of anything like it anywhere else. They are not pleasant creatures, to say the least. You do not want to encounter one. Well, especially since if you're only encountering one, that means the pack is somewhere behind you.
Pack creatures then.
Oh yes, they are pack hunters. You will never find just one.
Does anyone know how to avoid or kill them?
The Dracosan shrugs. Luck.
Right then.
Other than that, the forest will... It will show you what it wishes. Things will be confusing in there.
Is there a way that the loggers use to know their way out?
The Dracosan just shakes his head. Luck.
Can I sense motive?
Sure. You definitely sense that this Dracosan has... you don't sense that he's lying to you or anything, at least not blatantly. You definitely fear, or not fear, feel this sort of, I guess, depression from him as he's having this conversation with you. Yeah, you feel that depression. You are planning on going in, I assume, by all these questions.
Seems like we must.
Hey.
And I can do nothing to convince you otherwise, I'm assuming.
Unless you can pull out the head of this Cuddy Wren, and give it to us to deliver? Unfortunately not.
Whoever sent you on this quest has sent you to your deaths. You know this, right?
I wouldn't be
We're aware.
surprised.
Alright. Well, remember to follow your instincts in there. And just if it turns too dark, then you are already lost. I've never
Right then.
heard of anyone surviving a night in there.
Keep that in mind. Thank you.
Of course. Next round is on the house.
Feels like a last meal kind of gig, but I'll take it.
It likely will be.
Okay.
So, as you're having your meal, which is pretty decent venison steaks, actually. Venison steaks, like a wine reduction sauce and some honey glazed carrots on the side. It's a really good quality meal that you've been given. Especially for how cheap it is. Yeah, you all are at your little table. Is there anything you wish to discuss with one another?
Are you guys sure you want to do this?
Yes. Not a doubt in my mind.
I'm not quite as confident as him, but I'm not sure we have many other options. I mean, it's not like we have anywhere else to go.
We can go anywhere.
Us going anywhere doesn't really help solve our problems.
It does not.
I don't really believe killing a bird is going to solve our problems either.
And what other leads do we have?
Well, I mean, it could solve like a few problems.
What problems is it going to solve?
I don't know, but we could solve them.
How?
It'll get us closer to the chief, and he can tell us more about this thing. And maybe we can stop what's been going on with the
That's right.
cultists and whatnot.
He's right, it will get us closer to the chief.
And the chief really cared, then I don't see why we need to kill a bird to get closer to him and get answers that we would need.
Maybe he hates birds.
It's
We'll be happy if we kill a bird.
look, it's just a part of the Nuntan culture. Just, I need you to trust me.
I'm afraid that I'm not just going to trust you. It seems very dishonorable to me to go in there and kill a bird that hasn't done anything. This creature.
Look, I'm not going to force you to fight the Katiran if you don't want to. But doing this outside of everything that's going on, it means a lot to me. So I'm doing it one way or the other.
All right. And as you sit in silence, sort of ingesting ingesting everything you just learned about the forest and your own feelings about what you're doing here. That's where we're going to end the session.
Whoa.
So,
What a
Thicket.
cliffhanger.
Thicket, how are you feeling?
Oh, ready to kill a bird.
Hell yeah. Morgrim, how are you feeling?
Not happy about just about anything going on in life at the moment.
Thub, how are you feeling?
I'm going to go shopping for a 2-gauge shotgun.
I don't think we need
Oh shit, he's gonna do
Jacob's
it.
characters to have any more guns, to be honest.
Well, just for this one occasion, I'm going to get a 2-gauge shotgun.
And Bastion, how are you feeling?
She's not entirely convinced that this isn't just a way to get us out of the way as the Guardians of the Soul. Also didn't like any of that shit with the dragon.
Fair. And how are we all feeling as players?
Oh,
Cameron, you haunt me.
That is my thing.
Cameron, I hate
You can't keep doing this and then making us go 2 weeks. It's hell.
you.
What do you mean? I've done nothing.
Have you
I've
done nothing?
I've done nothing. I did nothing.
Have you done nothing?
I did
Can
nothing.
you say
Will you-
with all the confidence in your heart and soul that you have done nothing?
Will you
Yes, I
answer for
can.
your crimes?
No.
No, he will not. Thank you.
We want to give a special shout out to our first member on Buy Me a Coffee, Jane Meyer. Thank you so much for your support, Jane. It really means the world.